on our video.
So in the last one, we talked a little bit about trying to help you decide if this RV lifestyle is right for you.
So you're ready to pull the trigger, bite the bullet, take the plunge, dive in. Any other cliche sayings? You're gonna do it. You are ready to travel full-time and live this unconventional life.
So what do you need to know?
We'll discuss just that right after this cheesy intro. It is cheesy. I like it.
Have you ever dreamed of getting out of the rat race, going against the norm, or just running away from home? That's exactly what we did. We sold our 6-bedroom house, bought an RV, and reset life. We think the way to strengthen your relationships is to work hard together, serve others, and just have fun. So now, we are making today our someday. We're traveling the world and giving back to others along the way. We are the runaway parents.
Hi, I'm Liz.
And I'm Jason.
And we are the runaway parents. We ran away. We ran away from normal to have a life together, to be able to serve people, have more fun, and work hard. Because that's what, brings people together.
At least we think so.
All right, so you're ready to do this RVing thing. Let's start with some lingo first.
Boondocking.
What is boondocking? Okay, so here's some debate. And maybe we've got it wrong. So if we've got it wrong, let us know. We have interpreted boondocking as parking somewhere that you haven't paid for and have no hookups or anything else whatsoever. So no water, no sewer, no electricity. You're basically parking at a Walmart or at a rest stop or in the middle of nowhere. That's boondocking.
Middle of nowhere is the best one.
Yeah, it is. And then there's dry camping. And for us, dry camping is, you kind of have paid for that spot. So a lot of the national parks, they don't have any hookups, but you have a site, and that's dry camping.
You have a designated site. Yeah, good way to put it.
So you still don't have any sewer or water or electricity.
Driveway surfing is another big one.
Oh, we've done that a lot.
Yeah, going to your brother-in-law's or sister-in-law's house, pulling into the driveway, hooking up a 110 cord, and just enjoying life from there.
Hey, we have water too.
That's true. Some of them have water. You've also got full hookups.
Yeah, if you're living a lavish life, the lavish life.
Slab life. That means you've got a slab of concrete or asphalt that you're living on. Slab life.
Or making stuff up now, huh?
No, that's really a...
Oh, is it? We're at a place that isn't a slab, but we still have full hookups.
But we do have full hookups, meaning we have power, water, and sewer. This is more campground.
Yes, it's campy.
So that's full hookups. Slab life, usually you'd have full hookups at those as well, but you have a concrete or asphalt pad that you're parked at.
Yeah. And then, of course, if you are full-timing, it sounds pretty, self-explanatory, but you full-time live in your rig.
You're all in.
Yeah. And then you've got people within full-timing. I feel like there's people that are doing this in transition. They're either like full-time and living in their RV because they're building a house or something. And then they have weekend warriors.
That was us for a long time.
Yeah, we just take off on the weekends whenever we could. Or they're seasonally doing it. Yeah. Those we call seasonal, not full-timing, because they don't full-time live. They have a house. They're just in it for a few months. All right, if you've heard of this, we'll get to it in another video, like explaining the full thing, but 1,000 Trails. It's a membership only. Exclusive. No, I guess it's not, because you could still come here and camp. But 1,000 Trails is a membership you pay for, and then you pay yearly dues for. It's kind of like...
timeshares.
Yeah, timeshares, that's what they call them. But for RV spots.
Yep.
Yeah. So 1,000 Trails. We'll touch on that in another video. I'll explain the full 1,000 Trails, all of their plans that they have. Right. And I'll link that. I think it's on your side. Will you point to them for me? And we'll link that up there. So that way you guys can check that out when we have that up. Okay, now that we got the light stuff out of the way, there's some deeper questions. I want you to think about something.
So how long do you plan on doing this? Short term, long term?
And why are you doing this? Are you doing it to travel? Are you doing it to downsize? Are you doing it to be more green friendly? Are you doing this because you're in transition? This is a huge question because it gives you some clarity on the next points that we're gonna give you. We'll be doing videos on each of these bullet points, but we just kind of want to touch on them a little bit. We will give some more detail later, but let's just touch on these real quick. Okay, so the first thing is you need to choose a home base. Why do you need to choose a home base?
It's nice to have your mail sent somewhere.
If you have kids, homeschooling,
Registering your vehicles.
insurance, you have to have a home base. So we will, like I said, do a video about this to kind of give you like a little more information about different states and which is better and things like that. But you have to decide and do some research for yourself which is best for you. So home state, what's going to be your home state?
Yeah. If you have a house, what are you supposed to do with them? Do you rent them out? Do you sell them? It's an asset and a liability depending on how you look at it. So what do you do with that?
Yeah. We decided to sell our house because we wanted the freedom and we wanted to be debt free. And we kind of don't know that we're going back to Utah. And it was a great time to sell. We made some money. Okay, now the next big thing is picking your rig.
Are you gonna go with a Class A, a bus, a diesel pusher?
How long are you doing this for? Are you doing it for just the summer? If you're doing it for just the summer, you need less space than if you're gonna be in it for a few years, right?
Are you gonna be doing a lot of adventuring? Or are you gonna be kind of staying more in the campsite area?
Yeah, what do you value more? Comforts of home or being mobility to be able to get into these parks?
Do you need an adventure van where it's just you and your toys and that's all that's in there?
And you could go anywhere?
Or do you need luxury where you have your
a washer and dryer
and your marble countertops and your marble tiled floors? So what kind of rig do you need?
And what brings you the most value for you and your lifestyle? This has got to be big too. What's your budget?
That is a big deal.
Yeah, because if you don't got the money, honey, you're not buying the $1 million bus.
You don't have marble.
Yeah.
It might be laminate that looks like marble, but you don't got marble.
Make sure your vehicle can accommodate it and don't go overweight because it literally is your life on the line.
Do you already have a truck? So is getting a trailer, a bumper pole, or a fifth wheel, does that make the most sense because what you already have?
Yeah.
Or do you need to buy something different? And if you do, what kind of vehicle is going to tow what you need?
We didn't have a truck, so we knew we needed to get a truck and we could do a fifth wheel.
Yep, so we went with a dually, so we had that security, that peace of mind, versus getting like an SUV that's gonna have less towing capacity and be able to pull less.
And the sway, like you're towing this big sail on the road. Even with us, I feel the wind pushing us. With SUVs, they're not made to take the side to side swaying. It's not heavy enough, so it could
It's
tip.
you and your family in this, and you want to be safe. So make sure you're staying within what the vehicle is rated to be able to tow, whatever that may be.
Yeah, you flipping is not a good way to end this adventure. No bueno. Be thorough in your rig search. We took our budget, but also our needs into consideration and bought what was best for us. For us, bigger was better. And I'll be honest, friends of ours that have small are all going big. I have yet to find one that's gone smaller. Just saying, if you have family.
Well, most of the people you're associating with have kids.
Right, that's
and so
true.
when you figure out the square footage per person, then it's a little bit different. But
That's true.
A bigger vehicle for us made the most sense with how many kids we have. We have room for doing schoolwork and laundry, cooking. We have room for doing the things we need to.
So do your research and don't have buyer's remorse. Like make sure that it's the rig that you want.
But it's probably one of the biggest decisions, so take your time and do your research.
Check out our picking your rig video to help you narrow down what's best for you. We will be doing a tour video of our rig and we'll go ahead and link it up there.
So once you get your rig, really know your rig inside and out. Height, length, width, weight, how to turn the lights on and off, how to hook up the water. Truly understand your rig and how it works.
Yeah, and have some basic troubleshooting or a deep pocket to call a repairman out for every little thing.
It will break, just like your house did, or just like your apartment did, or wherever you're coming from. It's life, things break, so.
We touched on this in our last video, but you have to have a nest egg for this exact purpose because you're gonna need it. RV life is expensive, but there are ways that you can make it less expensive. So let's talk about those.
Yeah, I think Thousand Trails, Good Sam, there's a few of them out there. There are membership clubs that you can be a part of, and those will help you to save money with where you're staying.
Yeah, the living costs, I guess it would be. We have a full description of the Thousand Trails membership and the other memberships. We'll talk a little bit deeper into each of those and really go in depth, especially with the Thousand Trails, because there's a lot of information on that. So check out those videos to give you a full breakdown of each of those and see what's best for you and your family. All right, listen, this is where we're gonna fight because downsizing.
You get her done.
Well, you need less than you think. But this one thinks that all we need is like 1 cup per person, 1 fork per person, 1 spoon per person. We need nothing else in life. The kids need 2 outfits each.
We're describing it perfectly. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's his lifestyle and mine's a little opposite. We're actually going to be doing a must-haves video, but his must-haves are a little different from mine.
But you did hear her mildly say you were right.
I didn't say,
Less is
when
more.
did I say? No, because comfort is more for me. But in general, you do need less than you actually think. I wear the same shirts like all the time.
See?
So you're just gonna keep seeing the same shirts because I don't care.
Less is more.
Less really is more, and you're not gonna use nearly as much as you think you will. This is my recommendation. Do not buy things ahead of time, buy them on the road. I mean, Amazon Prime, right? You can get it within 2 days. So you're good. So don't buy ahead of time, just do the basics, and then as you need things, buy them.
So next would be people.
Community is everything in this.
And the RV one is a great community. It really is.
So do your research. There's Facebook groups. We're on Instagram. If you haven't followed us on Instagram already, go ahead and do that because we love meeting up with people. There's a lot of people that follow us that are other RVers. We have met so many amazing people.
It's fun. Hang out around the fire and talk, do dinners together. It's a fun community to be a part of.
Consider subscribing to our channel too because we want to be a resource for you. We're constantly learning. So the more information we have, the more we will give to you. And of course, we will answer all the questions in the comments section. We really just want to make this an easy transition for you. So contact us on Facebook or
Just
Instagram.
let us know how we can help.
Oh, yes. Okay, here's kind of the tough one that a whole lot of people don't talk about, babe. The emotional aspects of transitioning from your normal life to this life. So let's tackle a couple of those. Telling your friends and family will probably be the hardest part of all this. I know it was for us.
I probably wouldn't tell them until you guys are for sure on your decision because they're probably gonna have a little bit of, there's the naysayers out there.
Yeah, a lot of discouraging comments maybe. Some people may even make you like second guess your decision.
Yeah, they just can't see the benefits of moving outside of that
Normal
lifestyle that they
yeah.
have. Different is scary.
For sure. I mean, I do believe it's out of love because you're leaving them and they love you and they don't want you to leave.
The fear of loss is real.
Yeah. So, but you have to be sure in your decision. I would do that before you told anybody. Just be 100% sure. But there are numerous ways to keep in touch. Cell phones, FaceTime, Facebook. As tough as leaving your family and friends can be, try to focus on why you are doing this and why you want to go full-time, because what's best for you and your family ultimately is number one.
If the thought of leaving is too hard to bear, maybe you should reconsider whether you should leave your friends and family.
Yeah, because I think the reason that most people don't do this is because they love that comfort and have their friends and family there and they don't want to leave it.
That's a huge part of their life. And
yeah. Okay, so we kind of touched a little bit on this, but we'll talk about it again. No, I'm not. Listen, getting rid of your possessions, it was very therapeutic for me because it did make me see that I didn't need certain things. But it was also hard because I was like holding on to things like Addie's clothes, you know, stuff like that. So it is therapeutic, but it also may trigger certain things because stuff sometimes has an emotional attachment.
just little.
But it was hard because then now I'm not going to have a place to keep things just in case.
Right, but then you have what truly is a sentimental thing.
It's
And
narrowed
then,
down. Yeah.
There's more value in the items that we have. So leaving your community could be very hard.
You know, your favorite place to get, you know, coffee or soda,
Pizza.
like your doctor you've seen for 10 years or whatever it is. Leaving that is probably going to be harder than you think. And if you're crying in aisle 4 because it's the last time you're at the grocery store that your favorite, don't be surprised. Yeah.
And to leave that is a little bit scary, but there's new pizza places.
Yes, and you get to experience the new stuff. So leaving your traditional way of life, the feelings that come up probably won't be sadness, but fear.
Absolutely. So along the way, you keep having these thoughts creep in. Are we crazy? We're selling our house for a depreciating asset.
What are we doing? We have a good thing going.
Yeah.
Are we making a
We're
bad
just
decision?
gonna throw it all away and just hit the road and leave? Are we really going to be able to make money on the road? Maybe we already have an online thing, but when we're on the road, are we going to be able to keep up with it?
Sustain that. I know for me, each item that we sold, like I had like seller's remorse. I'm like, I might want that back. I don't like, everything that we sold, I was like, You know, we did have thoughts creep in. Are we sure? Is this like what we really want to do? But we had this constant feeling of peace as well. And we just thought back on, why are we doing this?
So we just knew it was right for us. We knew.
Those goals, this is how they were going to be met. More time together, more adventure. Remember that when you're having those moments of doubt. I will say that selling our house was probably the biggest stressor. I think the month before we left, I was more stressed out than I've ever been in my entire life. Emotionally, physically exhausted. Honestly, like it took me a while after we had sold it and into this RV lifestyle to kind of get over that and to be able to really thoroughly enjoy what we were doing, because it had so drained me that I needed this to rejuvenate me back to being a normal person.
Selling our stuff didn't really faze me, didn't bother me, but when we sold the house, that one was like, ooh, are we doing the right thing? And I've had people say, do you miss it? Do you wish you were, and no. No. I don't.
No, we don't miss it.
For the memories, yeah.
Yes, for sure, the memories.
Those were good times.
So all in all, we're saying be prepared. This is your dream, but don't discount the fact that you're grieving a loss of the life that you are giving up. It's okay to be sad.
You gave up a lot to gain a lot.
To gain a ton. Yeah. Of course, everyone reacts differently, but we just wanted to give you some preparation that there may be some emotional stuff that you weren't thinking of in this whole transition. There's ebbs and flows for life in general and this RVing life, and you may experience some like sadness, but the good thing is for most people that I know, it quickly goes away. The excitement, the adventure, the simplicity of life, it quickly diminishes and you're not sad anymore. It's kind of like childbirth. You forget the excruciating pain and then you're ready to do it again at some point.
This truly has been one of the best decisions that we've made, to go full-time and spend more time with each other. If you're in that boat of deciding if this is right for you and you have questions or need help, or if you've already made that decision and you're just trying to figure out how to get through those next steps of getting on the road and what it's going to be like, let us know. We'd love to help you out.
Go ahead and reach out on Instagram or even here. We'll answer any questions that you guys have. And if you're in the same area as us, we love to do meetups. So
we're going to continue to make some videos and answer the questions that you guys have.
And after the bloopers, I'm going to create a playlist and put it over here. Play the bloopers! Did you click record?
I have no idea.
Stop looking at the thing. Let me do it again because you're looking at me the whole time. Gosh.
So I'm looking at you.
Make sure they know it's cheesy. What the crap is that?
Yeah, lunch.
Captain Crunch? Nice.
The camera off. Nice.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Thanks for clicking on our video.
Look at the camera. So in the last video, we talked a little bit about.
This question is huge.
This question is huge.
Jason.
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen. Go.
You think she liked me or something?
Click on this playlist for RV tips. Or run away with us and check out these videos for more personal, in-depth look of our life and the adventures we go on. Choose one. Which one? Which one are you choosing? Watch them, watch them, watch them. No. Subscribe!